of the day, pare. Execration versus etong Mattjess B. MJB, obviously, there's a bit of chink in their plot armor, pare, after yesterday's games against itong HGT. Kind of got exposed dito sa kanilang map number 3, which is itong Ankara and HGT with their momentum just rolled on forward. But that is a team that can kind of match yung speed ng MJB at sa kanilang galawan. But now, it is Execration's responsibility to do exactly that. We still have HGT versus Omchi right after this, pero we're gonna, get a magnifying glass and focus muna tayo dito sa ating third na series, man.
Yeah, I think this one as well, we were looking forward to this matchup just because MJB, they've been looking really good. They came into the group stage, took the world by storm, pare. And dahil doon, I think a lot of people are looking at MJB as one of the newer standouts, no? Sa impact natin. Of course, after that last match here, we have Basti Land Gamer just outside of playoffs contention right now. They are currently in 5th. But considering the amount of matches that we still have to play, there's still the possibility na makapasok yung BST dito. But it's gonna be very slim pickings dito. Kung mapapansin natin, there's quite a lot to be done. Knowing that yung top 2 to 4 rather, X-Solo Q up to Mattjess B, currently tied up in 3-1 sila lahat. So, if Execration win against Mattjess B here, then there is the real possibility that Basti Land Gamer's fortune might be favored.
Yep, and we're currently halfway through the group stage as every single team has finally played 4 matches. So, it is gonna be the 5th para dito sa MJB at sa Execration. Execration obviously already in playoffs. The safety net is already there para sa kanila dito. So, Mattjess B happy to win one more just in case na, something hitches in the future dito, pare. Pero yun na nga, we are gonna introduce the lineups para sa dalawang teams natin, and we are gonna start things off with Mattjess B, of course. And what's been impressive para dito sa Mattjess B in particular is their 3 players. That's the kind of stood out para sa akin. Endeavor especially, man. This kid is made for the big leagues, pare.
Yeah. I think Endeavor, definitely great on the sniper. You've seen him go toe-to-toe against some of the best snipers here. I would not be surprised if he does have a good performance today because he's usually the rock of the team. More of the variation, though, you'd see out of, I think, Mika, who does have their on and off moments sometimes. But whenever Mika is online, then that's another sort of pillar to the wins that matches have been able to get.
Yeah, for sure. And it's definitely gonna be a challenge, no? Para dito sa Execration. If ever, Endeavor is his usual self, Ninkyu is gonna perform. He's been pretty good on the entries from time to time. Micah as well with the flanks. Klid and Dick TQT has been doing a great job kind of rounding it out as well. But of course, we're gonna take a look at the Execration lineup natin, and it's still the exact same. Still Aries even. Dracifer, Charleston, and itong si Seiya. Now, this is kind of yung matchup problem para sa akin for the side of Execration. Granted, Charleston is a good sniper, man. Do not get me wrong. But it's been a roller coaster of a tournament para sa kanya dito. Merong mga moments where he is gonna definitely carry the front of the load para dito sa Execration, just like that Mexico game. But he does have his moments where he does kind of disappear a bit dito sa mapa natin. And, just like that fourth game, kind of makes them struggle a bit, no? Yeah, it kind of makes them struggle a bit. So, Ares has been performing really good. Evan's been performing really good. Seiya's been very consistent. Dracifer has been kind of up and down as well, but mostly on the upside dito ng Exe. So, Execration, I kind of expect them to target ban etong sub-base. If I was Execration here, I would not play sub-base, pare. I would just allow it to pass by, possibly maybe take it to compound if you're kind of comfortable, pero Black Widow, Black Widow maybe not. So I kind of expect that Black Widow is going to be one of the picks dito na Mattjess B, considering they're also really good sa map na yun, and that's the map that they beat HGT on very handedly. So Exa is actually going to ban compound.
Huh?
So they're going to pick Ankara instead, and MJB, that's a no-brainer, man. Pick sub-base. That's one of your stronger maps. And we're gonna go Black Widow map 3. I don't like this para sa Execration. Not gonna lie, Josh. I mean, that's 2 really strong maps para sa MJB plus a map of Ankara that they already have experience on.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? When you're in a situation up against a team that has a pretty wide map pool, you kind of don't know which one to ban out, right? Because for Mattjess B, maybe in the lens of Execration, right? Eagle Eye is a scary prospect. And the same can be said for the other maps here, especially Mexico, right? So I'm not surprised that this ban has gone the way that it is. I'm kind of more surprised about the order in which the maps are gonna be played today, because I do think that Execration might be on the back foot if they can't win their own map pick of Ankara.
Yeah, this is a very scary look, in all honesty, for the boys over at Execration. Plus, MJB has already had their fair share of run-ins dito sa Ankara, right? So, that experience is going to build up. This is probably their most played map, though, but they don't pick it most of the time. But Endeavor is going to get to Dre, so he already knew that Tracifer is going to look to go forward here, man.
Yeah. Again, right, MJB, they've been playing as a team that has a pretty cerebral way of thinking, right? They know where to look for their opponents, how the expected places are, at least at the start of the game before everything hits the fan, right? But when it comes down to the nitty gritty and it goes the distance, when it becomes that situation in which you need to start reading, that's where Execration start to shine. So it's going to be a question of which team's going to be able to get their stride first. And now the C4 in the middle of the map right now, Ray's going to have a hard time retrieving this.
Damn. I didn't expect na Execution to be actually kind of matching yung aggression dito ng MJB, at least matching the angles that they got to start on ground. I mean, taking out Endeavor is so key, at least at the start of the round, though. That kind of makes MJB fall apart a bit unless someone gets like a crazy frag dito sa mapa natin. Pero si Ray na lang natitira in this 1v2. C4 nakababa dito sa may Tunnels B entrance. Dalawang player nasa loob na hukay. So, if ever one guy dies, the other guy can just swing. Aries with a sniper, though. Would have wished he had a rifle. But I think Ray, he might jump into his doom here if he ever does. Check.
I think he's going to check.
You're going to hear it.
Oh!
Oh, no, even.
Oh,
He's
my!
gonna go down, and that's what I was talking about. Josuave. You need the M4 in the hands of Aries. And unfortunately, they just got double-peaked in Hukay. Ayun lang.
Yeah, well, unfortunate. Things did not go their way, all because of wrong choice of weapon. But hey, I mean, it's Mattjess B after all. Not surprised. I mean, these guys have insane shooters, just like that. Already exchanges through the smoke here. And all across the map, there's so many different points of contact right now. He even gets another kill in the other direction. But Mika, aware of the possibility of that push out. So that's going to be reducing the numbers of Execration at least. But right now, as the smoke clears, no, I may have spoken too soon. Ray gets even, and now we're equal again. But Execration, they have reunited. What is the world is this? Ray knows just where they are. He can smell their blood.
Yeah. Charleston killless so far dito sa laruan natin. AWM nasa kanyang kamay. C4 ibababa dito sa B-site. Mika, nagstay lang dito sa hotel. Very nice choice for him. Just to kind of have a bit of a more open-ended defense dito sa B-site. Pero Charleston, kailangan niya na umangat. Oh, Tunnels B. Gets the timing. Pero si Mika, na nga yung sinasabi ko, Josuave. Mika is just gonna swing out. And Charleston's basically out in the open. 2-0 para dito sa Mattjess B. I like what Execration's doing sa start ng round, but I feel like if they just keep fighting, MJB is gonna come out on top.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? MJB, very similar to their Tier 1 compatriots, man. They have that same playstyle. And if you throw everything you have at them, right, full aggression, more often than not, MJB is gonna stand out on top. So Execration, they need to play their own game. And they do. Start it off here with a kill on Clid. Endeavor answering back. Sniper's gonna be gone for Execration here.
Very early 1-for-1, man. Main si Clid lang yung nawala dito sa MJB. Seiya, though, getting a bit frisky, but I feel like... Never mind. I was about to say MJB is one of the more flank-proof teams, but Micah did fall. And they're gonna press the issue here. Lalagyan nila ng pressure itong mid. Seiya with the peaks does give a bit of information for the CA player that the spot is open para pasukan dito. And Endeavor, a very nice shot, but he's now stuck on the bypass side. Ninkyu has to bail him out. Ninkyu, let's get the shot dito kay Aries, but Avon still trying to poke out the last two players. Endeavor on 1 HP, Ninkyu on half. Pero Endeavor finally goes down, but that missed shot could cost him dito yung round natin. Pero even...
Ray.
I think that's too wide of a swing, man. Especially fully knowing na meron ng tao sa hotel.
Yeah. A bit of a missed call here. MJB 2-0 right now. Tracifer left to pick up the pieces. He gets that kill and stops the plant just in time. And look at this. He decided to go the long way around. He's backed off. And I don't think Ninkyu's gonna be aware of this. He's not gonna be ready for it, depending on the timing. But the what? It's a game of ring
Oh,
around
he's
the
just going around
rosy.
too.
What?
Pwede rin siya umikot. Why not, right?
Alright, we'll see. They should be meeting at any second now.
Oh. Who's gonna shoot first, man?
Oh, Razor for. Wow.
Not gonna lie. Questionable plant galing dito kay Raymond. He could have just planted for slope. My man was out in the open. And, you know, the last guy, you can see his name. His name is Jacifer. So he's gonna chase for that kill no matter what. As he is the entry frag on that BL side. And MJB, unfortunately, not knowing that at the moment, pare.
Well, it's gonna be a tough lesson to learn. With Clid having taken down one and Endeavor. What in the world are the timings that these guys are taking? Somehow Mattjess be getting their ones, making it nice and simple. And Racifer alone again, 1v5. It's looking like it's curtains for this round. Oh,
Yeah,
but it might not be over. He gets one, and the trade is there. Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting like Tetsu vibes galing dito kay Endeavor, man. Not gonna lie. The way he peeks, the way he just swings it for the hills for the sake of that opening pick, pare. He's definitely daring itong si Charleston, no? Yeah, I dare you to fight me in this position, and he's been winning most of those fights, but this is his favorite position, which is itong LA, getting most
Endeavor
of the shots going, but does not hit Aries that time, not even the foot. Two players dito sa A site, and MJB, they're probably just gonna go for a fast execute here.
Yeah, might be a quick one. Although,
No.
a change in plan. The initial point of contact being on LA, and the pump fake, right, to switch over towards mid, which historically, at least in this game, they've been able to catch Execration with some good timings. And I would not be surprised if they do it again. But even rotating away, actually leaving it behind. If you can see, now control of 2F given to MJB for free. Ninkyu gets Charleston here. Aven, no, not going to be able to get any of those kills. There's too many people on the other side. Can't choose which target to shoot at. And now it's going to be a 3v4. No plan just yet, though. So it's going to be a slow pickup coming in from them. Seiya, Aries making themselves known on the other side of the smoke here. Seiya's gone. Now, the bomb down, muzzle flash found out. Racifer following that, but now here they're still going to be down on numbers. 30 seconds to go, and Endeavor has a timing. He gets Racifer. He's not expecting that, and it's going to be up to the veteran himself, Aries. Nice, Katol. What do you do when you're up against the death? Nothing, sir. MJB get up to 4.
Already a good start for MJB. This is not what Execution wants. I like yung nag-execute sila dito sa B-side, no? And then naalala nila, oh yeah, Seiya plays hotel. Someone check hotel, please. And they did. Grabe naman yun. Good memory here on the side of MJB. At least on the setups dito ng Execration. Aries daring the long player once again. He gets hit in the leg this time. Baka next round, katawan na yan. Pero Aries spotted dito sa may room A. Nades are gonna go through. Clid is gonna get Aries down. But do they know about Tracifer's position dito sa may vent side? But no, they still would like to elect to go for that CA control. Possibly going into that B side. Knowing na split na dito yung depensa ng Execration. To be fair, that has gained them a lot of success though, for the past few rounds. So why not do it again?
Oh, Razor almost got caught out in the open. And this is more like it, right? Execration, when they're able to slow down the pace like this, it does look possible. But the problem is, right, MJB, somehow, they're still getting these timings. With Seiya gone, and Charleston still stuck on the sniper here, it's going to be a hard retake. But they at least have control of one side of the map. Double P coming out from them. Ray gonna be good for a 1 still? What in the world is going on? They're falling apart! Yung mga tito pare, nauubo si Charleston na natira. And it's 1v2. 25 seconds left on the clock. He does have the bomb in his possession, but he doesn't know where the other member is. Endeavor's taking the long way around. He's inside of tunnel, and he's not going to be expecting this backstab. Right there, right then, MJB with another round.
Yeah, almost a good hold there by Execration, but a very, very nice setup galing sa side ng MJB. I mean, Ray, you gotta thank the stars, man, na hindi tumama dun si Racifer while you were on that RS side. You gained so much control, splitting the defense apart, and Charleston was just stuck dito sa tunnel speed the entire time. They can't really do anything about it realistically. But Execration trying to get a lot more aggressive dito sa LA side natin. Aries, Dracifer
Oh,
trying to
Seiya.
fight it face to face. Endeavor's gonna go down. Dracifer with a very nice shot on Ray's head. Pero meron pang isang tao na naandito si Yellow. Aries with a good wall bang on the M4 and they spot etong si Clid and si Micah through the smoke. Execration get their second one, so they can also play fast. But MJB, they're probably just gonna readjust dito sa round natin. So Execration needs to do something different.
Yeah, gamble worked out this time. A great read out of them. But the problem is, man, they need to get more rounds out of this. Considering how they played that, I don't think MJB is not going to be expecting that same kind of play. That's going to be a 5-man push, though. No respect now for LA. MJB want to go all the way in. And with Dracifer stuck in a corner, all the nades in his face. And Aries gets the time, he gets one kill, but the trades are already there. 3v4 here, Endeavor with a double now. And there's only 2 people left. 2 on the flank right now, 35 seconds on. And look, MJB, they actually don't know, I think.
Oh my god, Micah. Seeing the guy through the smoke. Avon's gonna go down. And 6-1 MJB. Pure domination so far dito sa Ankara map natin. And so far so good para sa kanila dito. Execration maybe starting to regret that Ankara pick. And they're gonna need to desperately put one on the board. MJB kind of reminds me of like a fast-paced ranking esports pare, no?
Yeah. I'd wager that as a fair comparison, I think. Because, I mean, it looks like it's just chaos, but when you take a look at how they're taking the map control and the pace at which they're able to make those decisions. Ray here with the entrance coming in from second mid. Double kill for him. And now it doesn't matter. Only 2 people left. And with Seiya gone, it's Dracifer left to pick up the pieces. Mattjess B very wide awake right now, looking to take that win.
Yeah, and just like how I said it, man, they feel like a fast-paced Vietnamese team, pare. And there we go. I think the score is 7-2. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I predicted it right. That was counting, for sure. But MJB, dito naman sila sa kanilang depensa. And usually what the MJB likes to do, right, at least at the start ng kanilang half, is to push LA out in order to deny that control. But they're not doing it this time. They're respecting the abilities dito ng Execration. But, I mean, so far, Execration, now they're like, oh, they're not pushing LA. Now, what are they going to do this time?
It's quiet. Execration, if you see this 3-way, right? You got 3 up through mid, 2 coming in through tunnel, and MJB, they're playing so backwards that they will not have been able to get any kind of information out of this, right? They don't even dare looking out towards the longer angles. And I don't know if this is the best plan, right? Because Execration, they're a very smart team when it comes to choosing what parts of the map to take and defining what the win condition is.
Yeah, pero problema nga lang, Endeavor's in the B site. He's a bit open though in terms of the angle, so has to be careful just in case the high mid players do decide to go for it. But it's just a bit of a fake on B site, and that's gonna bait out the rest of MJB to rotate. Smoke's gonna go through dito sa EA, and I think Ray's gonna notice. He might want to call his teammates back to the A site, and they're running on back. Kaya na nga, pabalik na dito ang MJB papunta sa top A. Execration still taking their sweet time in executing this. Flash and towards room A. Napansin nila si Ray na nandito sa gilid. Ray doesn't go down immediately. Clid will get itong si Seiya, but Execration nakasagot agad. And they caught MJB mid-rotation. Pero si Endeavor buhay na buhay pa rin. And he can still be an X-Factor. Can still be an X-Factor para dito sa MJB. One nice shot later, and he gets itong si Aries. 2 versus 3. Dracifer lumabas ng left stairs. Micah will get the trade as he does go down. Micah on half HP. Does he know na nandyan si Even? Nasa gilid, he just peeks out. A well-timed flash. Execration gets the first second half round.
Alrighty then. Execration finally fighting back. That's going to be 3 for them. We've seen this before, right? Execration, they do kind of have this, I would like to say, a startup warm-up, right? It takes them a while to really get themselves waking up. But here, MJB, a rude awakening indeed. Just when you think you fought the dream, it's going to be the nightmare in your face. And the timing from Mika's insane. What in the world is that? They're getting overrun. They should be on the GR side. But what in the world? They're taking the attack. Seiya now desperate to stay alive, surrounded by too many people. MJB with the 8th.
Yeah, at yun yung inaantay ko from MJB. Their patented LA push dito sa Ankara, and it worked out in their favor. And the way na nakuha na nila yung dalawang players dito sa LA. Alright, they move back to CA. You have Micah check this mid side. If he does die, meron naman aakat galing sa CA, right? So, despite the aggression that we're seeing galing sa MJB, it all makes sense, man. It all makes sense para sa kanila dito because they're denying options time and time again and they're denying it very quickly. Ninkyu, maybe getting a bit too frisky dito sa may market side natin. Rain na nasa gilid looking for the trade. He does also get taken down, so Seiya's patience will be rewarded this time.
Yeah. Ray and Ninkyu gone. Those are the more impactful players for MJB. And with Endeavor down as well, it's very little that Execration have to worry about. Now they can just overexplore, hunt them down one by one. So Mika Lurker found out they know where they is. And here, yeah, perfect on the timing from Seiya. Execration fighting back, but there's so much more to do, Sneaky.
Yup. Still 4 points that you have to put on the board. What is going to be the action here? Galing sa side ng MJB. They're probably going to take a step back. They're like, alright, we have to pump the brakes muna. We know that we're already in a really good spot dito sa mapa natin. So let's not get too overzealous. Especially fully knowing na sub-base pa naman yung map too. If they can close this out in quick fashion, man, they're going to have so much momentum going into their comfort zone. But this is their definition of a slow defense. Yeah, we're not going to push, but we're going to get very aggressive angles. Micah gets even at si Dracifer. So that is both of the riflers already down. And Endeavor gets itong si Charleston. And here comes the rest of MJB pushing on through. Hindi na nakahinga dito yung Execration. No breathing room whatsoever. 9-4 MJB. They take it to match point.
And that is a spicy one. We saw this yesterday. Execration not too impressive over the last few weeks, but still getting the victories. Right now, MJB, the amount of control they have over Ankara is concerning, to say the least. Historically, this is usually a better Execration map, but right now they're getting just slapped against the wall. And with Endeavor gone, though, it might be possible for them to catch up. So much to do, so little time. But you gotta go out and grind it out if you want to get this win.
Yeah, but I mean, Endeavor for Seiya. Both teams losing their highest fraggers. But, you know, Clid, Ray, Inkyu even having a very good game at this very moment. And once again, the pressure is real, right? Execration trying to poke out the A site, but there's also a disturbance na nagagaling dito sa hotel. And Seiya gets traded out. And here comes Aries. Does get taken down by Clid. Pero nandito na si Dracifer to cover his teammate. But there's two players dito sa long. One person dies. Two pops out. Dito sa LA, Flash is gonna go through on towards Minitair. And Execration is not anywhere close to Charleston's position para makatulong dito. And Dracifer at Aven na lang natitira. Aven has to cover mid. But the hotel is gonna be wide open for MJB to enter inside of. But is this gonna be the game plan para sa kanila dito? No. They're gonna plan for RS. Probably gonna stay within it. But there's no space to go into 2F whatsoever. Dracifer with a nice one-tap. Aven gets itong si Ray. Si Clid na lang natitira. So they have a rough idea of where the last two players are. But Clid has to hit two very well-placed shots against the two best riflers dito na Execration. It's definitely going to be a challenge. But not for Clid. Dracifer, the only one left alive. And he has an idea na naandito siya sa RS. So he can pressure with the diffuse. Smoke's going to go through. Dracifer with the cross. Goes out in towards window. Hindi napansin dito ni Clid. And 5-9 Execration, they hang on dito sa Ankara.
It's not over till it's over, Sneaky. At Execration, they want to take this back. Gotta run it back. Take every round they can. They want to survive this. They have 4 rounds of a deficit right now against MJB, and with Endeavor opening it like that, things are falling apart for the veteran squad. Seiya and David, what do you even do? It's a 2v5 right now. And they're getting pushed out from behind as well. They're in the RS. They're in the walls. You don't know where they are, but Seiya, he gets that kill over onto Clid. You know where he is. Gets a second. The third! The insanity from Aven! He does not want to go home. He gets the fourth. It's Mika left alone. Down to a 1v1. All from the hands of a single man. But he doesn't even know. He's already coming in from behind, all in yellow. Oh, Mika, if you get this timing, it could be over. It could be insane. He spots it out, tries to take the shot, backs off. And here, it's gonna be the hunt, the bait, the switch. Mika out in the open. They know, trying to hide behind the boxes. But look at this. It's a dance of death, man. Mika slowly covering the ground. Aven out in the open. And single-handedly, Aven brings it back from the brink.
Oh my god. 3K here for Aven to clutch out this round, and that impromptu setup of a crossfire between Bypass and itong Arco natin was picture perfect para sa kanila dito, and Aven played that to perfection. Alam niya naman na magpa-flank dito si Micah, playing around boxes, kind of baiting as much as possible, but they're gonna get control of that mid side once again. So Execration, aware na sila na nagpupush ulit dito yung MJB, but MJB, they're just gonna back off. They're like, alright, we've already shown ourselves at ang aming game plan dito sa early game, so magbaback na lang kami dito. We're just gonna play standard.
Yep. What do you even do right after that kind of an upset? The mental's probably going to be a little bit shocked. Went for a reset, change up the rhythm this time. Hotel control for Execration. There's no one on second mid, so it might be a hard one for them to defend. That's 4 people already coming up. Ninkyu, top of the stairs. Time taken by Ray.
Oh, they don't know. They're
So
not
I
gonna
don't
check
think
it.
they're gonna be expecting this. Even now, the flash coming
What a
in.
flash.
Unfortunate. Now they know where he is. Crossfire, work it out. Ninkyu with the triple kill right now. And again, it's gonna fall onto one man. This time, it's Charleston. Will he sink or will he swim?
Grabe, that one flash just ended the entire offense dito na Execration. Very well placed in Ninkyu with good execution to get that 3K. Charleston, as much as you're a good player, this is going to be next to impossible. But with the Colt, maybe. Does get the tag dito kay Clid. What does he know about Micah? He does. But it's obviously Clid who threw it all the way from spawn. And I'm just really happy na MJB is now starting to diversify a bit. But di nila iniiwan dito yung kanilang OG na playstyle.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of their identity at this point. The way that MJB, they've been able to debut here on the Impact stage and not just stick to their original game plan, right? But this identity that they have formed. A team that can play at 100 or at 10, right? It doesn't matter what kind of rhythm you want to take. The pace at which they play is flexible. But if you do let them play their game, if you let them play the way that they want it, more often than not, you will be at the receiving end of the defeat.
Yeah, and this is what has me worried, no? With this Execration squad, they're gonna have to play the Mattjess B sub-base, and that has been the most solid map in their entire map pool throughout itong Impact stage natin. And yeah, they kind of shot themselves in the foot with this veto, maybe gaining a bit of confidence from yesterday's games, especially they had to play map 2, which is sub-base against itong SBK, and obviously they destroyed them dun sa map na yun. But ayun nga, I feel like having this MJB squad play itong sub-base is a very different take, in all honesty. You know, MJB, they know how to work the map, they know where to go aggressive, they know how to defend in that map as well. So I think Execration, they should not come into sub-base with the exact same game plan na pinasok nila with SBK. I think, yeah, they might have to play with a little bit more respect, but at the same time, if you play with respect, then MJB is just gonna take the space for you, pare.
Yeah. That's the thing as well, right? I mean, the mindset for these MJB players, they know how to get underneath your skin. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
what
for sure.
what kind of conditioning you have set up for that map. If they see an opening, they will take it and they will abuse it until it's unabusable.
Yeah, it's just insane, man, how this team in particular just came out of nowhere dito sa Impact and is now contesting against a team who's already locked in dito sa playoffs. And this is their possible playoffs series, no? Like, if they win this one, they are locked in for top 4 at least. And we're gonna take a look at the numbers, of course, and it's pretty equal, no? Pretty equal. Ray kind of leading the charge a bit with the kills per round and the KD, but I would say everyone did their job dito sa mapa na to.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. I think they were looking very solid across the board. Right? They didn't need one man to pop off. They were just playing the game, right? Albeit a faster than normal speed, kind of like you were watching it in fast forward. But yeah, I mean, the roles were very well ironed out for Mattjess here. I think the further we go in the group stage, they're just gonna keep getting better and better, Sneaky Frog.
Yeah, and not gonna lie, I kind of wish the Vanguard was back in Impact, and I would have wanted to see them go up against this Mattjess B team, but considering what happened yesterday, or the time that they faced the main team, though, this could be another challenge para sa kanila dito. But fortunately, they are not. So Mattjess will beat their compatriots na Execration dito. Granted, it's still a really good game para dito kay Aries, Aven at kay Dracifer. Charleston kind of fell a bit behind and Seiya was getting absolutely bullied dito sa Ankara. So Ray is gonna be the MVP of this set. 1.78 KD, 1 kill per round, 0.25 headshots per kill. And what actually surprises a lot of people about itong Mattjess is this statistic with smokes per round. Mattjess actually uses a lot of smokes and a lot of utilities despite how aggressive they are. They love to play face-to-face, but they're going to play it smart. They're going to deny the right angles with the smokes that they have, and they're going to use their flashes accordingly. So, yeah, I mean, this is a very, very different take when it comes to Crossfire. It's more aggressive. It's still teamwork, but most teams are not used to it, man. And especially itong Execration, they got kind of blindsided by it. But we're gonna start things off dito sa ating sub-base for map number 2. And there's already an exchange at the start of the round. Aries Dracifer down thanks to Micah. Micah with a triple kill. What the hell just happened dito sa lockers?
Yeah, like we said, zero respect from MJB. They went all the way to LR. And just like that, they took 3. Now they're gonna go in for a reset, but look at Charleston. Sneaky look at Charleston! He takes that shot, he finds it, but he doesn't get much more than that. Now it's gonna be even all alone. The most he could do now, try to isolate. Luckily for him, there is a little bit more spacing between the 2 members of MJB. He's gonna make himself known on the site. Mika, first point of contact. Endeavor on the timing. Out in the open, gets that kill, but Mika with a headshot will clean it up. 4 kills out of Mika to open up sub-base, Sneaky.
Yeah, did you notice that Micah was not the only one who disconnected in order to fix his FPS or whatever? Because he wants to keep that 5, man. He wants to keep that 5 on the board. NQ, Endeavor, starting things off already with a few kills. Pero Endeavor, nakuha nga ang kanyang buhay dito. Charleston, around the corner. Look at this pressure, though. From the side of MJB, you see 1, you see 2, you might see 3. And Charleston down to 1 HP, and they're gonna attack this B side with absolute speed. Look at them going at 90 miles per hour. Pausok ng site natin. They're pressuring si Aries from both angles. Aries is trying to survive. He does get 1. Does he get 2? Ninkyu with the pistol. Pulls out the knife, but doesn't get the stab. MJB, that time, they don't get the quick control dito sa mapa natin. And I really like it. I feel like Execration is just trying to hang on, and they hung on for that round, pare.
Yeah, man. But sometimes, when you hang on, you kind of take much more with you. Here, Seiya opening it up, 2 kills already for him. What is the pace of this game, Sneaky? It's so fast. We're already in round 3. And with the amount of damage that Seiya has done to MJB right now, it's looking like it might be curtains for the round. They've lost that hope. The C4's out in the open, and there's zero control. Even if they have smoked off woods, there's just so much pressure emanating from the Execration side.
Oh, Dracifer. Bumabawi dito sa game natin ng sub-base Execration. One of their more aggressive moves is that MR take. Pero say Dracifer, they're gonna peek in. Alright, they want to finish this round immediately, not give Ray any space to work with. And 2-1 para dito sa Execration. So sinasagot na nila yung aggression dito ng MJB with their own aggressive control on the map. And they're gonna go for it again. The spawns are good. And it's a green light para pumasok dito sa machine room. Pero tignan mo naman lahat ng granada na pumapasok. Endeavor nakita si Dracifer. Pero si Aven nakasagot ng isa. Who is this man crouching right behind him? It's gonna be Ray getting si Aven. And every time MJB is like, alright, you guys wanna take MR? We're gonna let that exchange. And we are gonna agree to it. And Seiya's gonna go down. Endeavor nandito na nga sa Mykola this time. Ray gonna take down si Aries. And this is the Execration squad just gonna go down. And that's the caveat when you're playing against MJB. When you don't kill all the players in one spot, that's the entire B site already gone para sa'yo, pare.
I don't know what the hell happened there, right? It was a mess of a round right now, but somehow MJB, they scraped through it. Almost relatively unscathed here, but Charleston opens it up over onto Mika. Clid answering back. This is going to be the first time we're seeing Endeavor taking that Vents push. Let's see whether or not this is going to be a productive one. There's no one there just yet. And Mattjess B, slowly slowing things down like this, not going to be expected. So even almost caught out in the open, muzzle flash coming from them. Dracifer will fall to Endeavor elsewhere. And the amount of control that they have of the A side of the map is kind of scary. That even he's the only person here. He falls to Endeavor, and that's gonna be Seiya to do everything. Endeavor's gone, but now he has so many other things to worry about. He just takes down Clid, and now 35 seconds on the clock. Double peek out of them, and Ninkyu takes him down. That's MJB again with the lead.
Yeah, and that's what's scary about the MJBBL side, especially pagdating sa sub-base, right? They just attack every single angle na hinahold dito ng Execration, and they try to gain the advantage off of that. Charleston in the middle, out in the open, dito second mid, and never with the sniper, down to low HP, so he has to be careful just in case that someone has the M4 dito sa shutter side natin because they can bang right through it. And Clid is gonna get taken down by Charleston, but look at this. Instantly entering itong vents, pero Aries has his fellow Tito covered, pare.
A little unfortunate on the timing here coming from MJB. So Endeavor, they know where he is. Ray and Ninkyu, though, trying to explore this map, might be able to get a couple of kills to equalize the numbers. But the thing is, just the amount of coverage, like the way that they're set up here, even if you walk right through this connector, you have one in jail, you have one in rafters, and you don't even know where to look. So it's a really big puzzle to see whether or not MJB can get past this currently.
No, Seiya with the first frag already after a while. MJB was kind of waiting around sa mapa natin. Ray with the pre-fire around the corner does get itong si Seiya, but Aries is gonna take down Endeavor with the wall bangs on the M4. And Ray gonna try to bang it through. Unfortunately, his gun is going a bit crazy. But that's just a reload bug, of course. And Dracifer is gonna get the last one. So Execration, they're keeping it pretty equal dito sa game natin.
Wow. I like this. Execration, they're finally able to keep the pace up to match MJB right now. Right, that the BL side of Mattjess B on sub-base is something that is to be feared, right? You need to respect as well the amount of rounds that Execration are still getting away with, despite the fact that they do more often than not have the man disadvantage at the starts. Now, Nade's being brought out. Aries does tank quite a bit of damage from that, and then there were those two elsewhere. It's gonna be a full-on shootout through the woods, and no one's connecting anything right now. What in the world is going on?
That poor door, man. It's just full of bullet holes at this point.
It's gonna fall out at this point.
Haven, Aries still in second mid, and there we go. They saw the nade being thrown, and you can kind of see a bit of the white line as you throw that smoke. So they kind of just triangulated kung nasaan yung player na yun. And, okay, Endeavor, you're getting a bit too frisky, my friend. Execration just locking down yung kanilang defense on both sides. And MJB's getting a bit reckless with their pushes here. But that's kind of the whole point ng kanilang playstyle dito. But Seiya spotted in towards Missile, but there's too many people dito sa shutter. Mike is gonna go down as well, but he does get the trade in time. Aries with the walk by, with the cold. And 4-3 para sa Execration dito. And are they gonna go for more additional rounds? I feel like yung setup na Execration is now finally adjusted enough that they can kind of take the full-on push dito ng MJB on either side of the map.
Yeah. I think we've gotten past the point where Execration, they finally downloaded how MJB played. This is the rhythm at which they choose to take that spot. Not a space here. And even then, right, say baiting out the shots from Endeavor here, it's not a good sign. And he gets baited right into Charleston's crosshair. Execration finally awake and actually punishing MJB's willingness to unnecessarily take fights.
Let's see. I mean, it's still the exact same setup para dito sa MJB. Most of their players are in woods. One guy is gonna be trying to drop down sa vents, but I feel like alam na ng Execration, they've kind of found the rhythm na ginagawa dito ng MJB. But they're gonna attempt the A side this time. Dracifer gets his head taken off dito sa metal box. Control room is still out in the open. Good flash, but do they know about the vents player? They are not looking at Ray at all. They're too busy. Dito sa A side natin, and Ray with an off-timing push galing dito sa vents. And he's still gonna move on forward to try and dodge that nade from Charleston. He knew exactly where he is. Grabe naman. I mean, if Execration punches, they punch back immediately. Ray reloading in front of the enemy, not advised. But he does it anyways. And Seiya, oh Seiya, you cannot touch this party. You are too blind. 4-4 MJB. Getting the tie-up once again.
Man, this map in particular, possibly one of the fastest paced maps we've seen in a while. Now, Flash is going to be brought out from MJB, actively trying to get them off the angles here. Shutter covered. Mika, good for one. Clid on the other side. Takes down Charleston as well. They know he's on 3F as well. Now, even Dracifer try and reunite. They are separated by
Oh
the
my
space.
God,
And then,
Axe!
hello, what in the world is going on? And just like that, it's over. What?
There we go. MJV, they get the lead from the BL side. Execration, you need to have your toes tipped dito sa mapa natin at all times because you know that MJB is gonna go for something aggressive. Here comes the nades. Is it gonna hurt most of the MJB players? Most of the damage actually napunta dito kay Ray. Ninkyu's gonna go for the push. Does get a bit of damage. Kay Dracifer, Avon's gonna be on low HP as well, but Dracifer gets blown up. Endeavor trying to go for a kill. Where's his teammate Ray? Even he goes down. But where is the just trade? Ninkyu does get the even. Ninkyu gets the areas as well.
What?
Oh my god, there is no free trades. There is nothing free in this map, man. There needs to be bloodshed.
Yeah. Fight after fight after fight. It's never gonna end right now, but at least for Execration, they have the bomb. Problem now is, look at this. You got a two-pronged defense from MJB. They're inside of woods. They pushed all the way towards A. And now they have no idea, right? Hopefully for Charleston, they do choose to go towards B. Unfortunately, yep. Information now granted, you know where he is. We're gonna see some rotations come in. And if you can see Seiya actually pushing his way towards second mid, towards control room, he might be able to catch them with surprise. But Mika, he misses the shot. Now, flash out, peek out, coming in from the defending team. Seiya trying to stay alive on the other side of Shutter. Ninkyu trades out his fallen brethren. Charlton is going to be down to a 1v1. Mexican standoff, winning it out. Ninkyu for MJB get themselves up to 6.
Biggest lead in this game so far. That's crazy to say, no? 2 points in this one, and you can see the jump fake, and they see 3 people pushing on through. Dito sa may MR natin, and the other player is just gonna go right back to passage. They have full control of MR, and they're gonna reinforce the shutter and itong CR natin because they know they have full control of that position. And they can also see passage from there, so they don't have to go too far forward. Charleston's gonna go down.
That's gonna be fun as the nade is brought out. Seiya switches over to the pistol, gets a kill. Now, too many people.
Oh my god!
And what in the world is going on? He's just clicking the heads right now. 3 kills for Clid, and now it's Aries alone. In a matter of seconds, he looks the other way.
Here comes the
Ray
homies.
and Mika, and there it is. May rest back tayo mga pare. MJB with 7.
There we go, man. And these kids are playing on another pace, another worldly pace. Execration could not keep up whatsoever. Here comes another MR push, and Aries just gets absolutely blown up. Clid does get traded out, but still, it's the classic defense galing dito sa side ng MJB. They have MR, they don't have to take that much control in towards that B site, but then the instant response dito sa A from Execration. Endeavor takes down out Charleston, but there's still one guy sa side. Ninkyu with the taps. Jacifer is not hitting at all, comes out in the open. Ninkyu does go down. However, look at the amount of control meron dito MJB. However, they do need to take that woods control, but the amount of flashes na meron pa sila dito, side players are gonna be fully blinded. Seiya kind of flashed their teammate there, not gonna lie. Seiya's gonna get that kill. Dracifer
Mika?
gonna go down. Pero Avon coming in from the left side. Seiya still hiding his head with the pistol this time, finishing off itong si Micah. And Execration off of a knee-jerk reaction sa MR push. They take this A site.
What is going on? This map is something else, man. I expected more out of this, maybe a little bit slower from Execration, but they're really matching the pace from MJB. But with Endeavor getting this first kill, that's not gonna be the good opener that you want it to be. Fights here, Aries taking down Clear on the other side of the map. It's gonna be a 4v4. The nades out. What in the world?
Ooh.
They're getting massacred on the other side. They don't even get to see what's going on. And Endeavor takes things into his own hands. 3 kills now, and Ninkyu to clean it up. 8 for MJB.
Nah, this kid is crazy. I mean, as soon as they got that first kill dito kay Aries, right, they knew exactly where Seiya is. He was already climbing up all the way back and outside. And just 2 well-placed shots galing dito kay Endeavor, man. And that's why this kid has been the most insane kid so far dito sa laruan natin. How the hell is MJB all the way up and outside already? And look at the amount of players already pouring on through. Aries spotted dito sa woods, caught with the nade in his hands. Clid getting Charles and Racer is gonna go down as well. Avon Seiya does get 2 in return. 3 versus 2. 2 low players para sa MJB, but Mike is gonna send it!
What is
Seiya
this?
does go down. Avon with the double spray. Pero si Avon spotted dito sa may missile. Ray on half HP. Avon on half HP as well. No one has nades whatsoever. Ray allowing itong si Avon to go a bit aggressive dito sa may missile. He wants to go for the head-to-head fights. Haven exposing his head a bit. Smoke's gonna go through. Ray probably will use it to get down onto the side, pero ina-expect na nga yan dito ni Haven with the better angle. 6-8. What a fast-paced game. Grabe, we don't have analysis, man, because by the time we do analysis, MJB is already in.
Yep, and there it is. Again, the flash is being brought out. This push coming in from MR. Oh, no, Dracer. He knows he can feel the pressure going that way. It's going to be a push coming in from Woods. Smokes out. Execration slowing down just a little bit for the pump fake. It might be biting them in the butt later on, because look at this. The rotation from MJB has already come in. Flash is out now for them. Clid waiting for it. So many heads on the other side. Doesn't know what to shoot first, but he does get one. Racer down for the count. But look at this here. Aries, one each in his second as well for Haven. Suddenly, things have turned around. And MJB down to 2.
Yeah, and I feel like Execration might have a game plan here. Kanina po pinupush ng MJB itong MR natin at sinasagot ng Execration with an A push, knowing the distance between those 2 points in the map. Micah, the only one left, and having to deal with 4 people sa A side is pretty tough. And there we go, 6-8 Execration. Something's working this time para sa kanila dito.
Yeah. Someone has thrown a wrench in the plans of MJB right now. You can't do the same thing again and again and expect it to work all the time. Now Charleston, perfect on the swing out. Endeavor doesn't even get to do anything in this round. He's gone. Stopped him from playing the game. 2 minutes left here. Execration, of course, not looking to end that in these last few seconds. So look at the slowdown from them.
Seven to 8. Endeavor already with the death in the map. Ninkyu, Aven gonna get the kills. Clid and Micah the only one left alive. And Clid, I mean, what can he do in this 1v3? And 8-8 Execration. Head above water this time, dito sa sub-base.
And somehow, some way, man, Execration, they finally found the rhythm here, forcing MJB to play their own game. And look at the activeness of how MJB want to play. Now that it's slowed down, they're getting antsy. Actively trying to find some off angles, trying to find where Execration is. Little do they know that Execration have no plans of showing their faces till the very last second, so they can't respond either.
For sure. And Dracifer. See what he can do. Usually the aggressor this time, MJB, stopped in their tracks. Have worked this time. Here we go, going into the site. Dracifer has not have had the best fragging game dito sa sub-base. But if it's any time to do so, might as well be now. 8-8 na nga ang ating galawan dito.
Finally.
There we go.
From Execration, opening it up. What in the world is going on? As soon as they pull the trigger, they get these kills, one after the other right now. That's going to be a very hard, high-low setup to break up. Ray, Aries on top, gets taken down. Ninkyu gets here, and suddenly it's Charleston. They get eliminated in a matter of seconds, Sneaky. I don't know where this came from, but MJB, they finally find the solution to Execration, and they're one round away from winning the entire thing.
There we go. Dracifer, now kind of expecting na meron po siya na mangyayari dito sa MR, but MJB, yeah, they're gonna stay in place. They know na gagana naman to. At least for the past 3 rounds. MJB. See what happens.
Wow. Execration, they know. They can feel it. They can't make any mistakes here, otherwise it's gonna be over. Oh, we've seen this out of Execration before. able to turn things around on the flip of a button, flip of a switch. They're gonna walk into LR right now, which is unfortunately covered by quite a lot of people. You got Endeavor, you got Mika, out through Shutter, out through jail. And look how aware they are. Avon's ready just in case they overpush here. But with the C4 being with the main force of Execration, it's gonna be risky.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Is it gonna work this time para sa Exec? Lid. Back in the pillar side. And here we go. Oh my god, so many flurry of kills. Needs sight natin and Execration. They're gonna get back into the swing of things, Ray.
Whoa. It's possible. You might be seeing overtime. They're running out of space. Nade's out trying to do the damage and all this utility being thrown out. It's too much to ask for. Overtime is great.
NJB needs to kind of expand their game plan, no? I feel like taking woods control would be too much of a problem para sa kanila dito. But now, andito naman sila sa kanilang BL side. And so far, yung BL side nila has been pretty successful, getting 5 rounds in the first half.
The first contact though, Clid tries to check out what he can on the other side. Charleston's waiting, and Charleston, what in the world? They're getting mowed down like it's nothing. They've walked right into the blender right now, and the Execration, they steal away the lead.
There we go. Charleston getting alive in this game. That's what they need para sa Execration. And it seems like the fast pace. Parang Execration, unti-unti na nasasanay dito sa galawan ng MJB. So now they cannot pull the exact same tricks like they did nung first half natin. And let's see, Aries getting spotted out dito sa may midside, sabog na sabog. Pero Jacifer trying to fight back with his own aggression. Micah does miss, but Endeavor does get the return kill. Pero even, he's getting a bit risky. He knows that the C4 is not yet inside of the A side, and he can make the difference. He's spotted in the smoke. Pero Seiya already on site, seeing Endeavor pull out the axe at the wrong time. And Ray in towards Metal Box. Seiya with the headshot. Clid and Ninkyu. Last two left alive para dito sa MJB. Seiya does get spotted. That's too open, pare. Charleston, though, he can save this.
Depends on whether or not he gets flashed here. AWM, this guy's pretty insane on this gun. But look at the rhythm they've taken. Slowed it down, going the other way. Charleston sprayed down. This guy's bleeding. One stray bullet could take him down, but he gets one in the other way. Ninkyu trying to chase him down. That was the last bullets, and they're still equalizing in the hands of Ninkyu. 10-10. Here we go. It's real Crossfire, and Crossfire rocks, pare.
Yes, sir. There we go. Quite the back and forth dito sa A site. Charleston was down to 1 HP. Very, very nice jump na ginawa dito ng MJB. Fully knowing that he's in control room, pero Endeavor maybe peeking at the wrong time, at the wrong place. Charleston's gonna take him down. Charleston has come alive dito sa overtime natin, man. In the high-pressure moments, he really does perform very, very well. Pero Jacifer, he has to hold on for dear life dito sa A site. Does have the control room player to toss that flash for him. But they're gonna have to wait and see, man. They're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. The pump fake coming in from MJB is kind of different. We haven't seen this kind of two-pronged or two-staged aggression from MJB recently. Usually one singular, easy-to-follow 5-man force. Because they've slowed it down. Because they are showing us the different rhythms at which they play the game. It's impossible. But now Aries catching Ninkyu out on the open. That's going to be the C4 for free. They know where it is. But Clid, he could find the timing here. They're aware.
Oh, he spotted.
Nothing over. Oh, what is that? 3-man swing at MJB. Now on the back foot with Mika alone, trying to get some kind of purchase now. Up to Ray. 1v3. He only has woods. He has no idea where the enemy is. Aries peeked out, down the headshot there, but the trade immediate Execration with 11.
A bit different kumpara dito sa Ankara. I feel like the small part of the map, or the small size of the map, is really not benefiting itong MJB as much as it should. But Endeavor is gonna get the first kill dito kay Dre, so that's a nice pick off as a start ng round.
Yeah. And Ray being one of the more important prongs of the entrance, man. I mean, the main entry is kind of the key, right, to a lot of the Execration round wins. It denied them that now. They have to go back to old reliable. Back off muna Execration as MJB do not want to respect their boundaries. Clid takes down Ares elsewhere. But Seiya, if he has anything to do, he will answer back. Double kill coming in from him. Maybe a third. No, denied by Ray. Ares 2v3. Execration, they are down in numbers though. It's gonna be an awkward one. So here, out through Woods. Ray out in the open, perfect on the time. Takes down Avon. Charleston left alive, left alone. C4 in his hands, and he gets killed. Ray with 2 kills to convert the round.
This is what I was talking about, man. MJB started to be a lot more controlled dito sa mapa natin. Oh, they're gonna test things out. Why not? Let's go MR. Working from time to time. Charleston coming out the line that time. Dodges Endeavor, dodges si Ray, and dodges itong si Ninkyu. But Ninkyu wants to keep going. He does get itong si Charleston Aries. Getting itong si Mike, but Clid has to cover his position here. Do they know about Dracifer? Yes, they do. 38 seconds left on the clock. They do have control of loose stairs. Meron din silang control dito sa woods. Avon, Seiya, trying to hold on dito sa luwag as much as possible. Aries na dito na ka nag-anchor sa site natin. I think MJB has enough flashes to try and retake this position. Flashbang's gonna go through, pero bulag pa dito sa Seiya. Mukhang hindi. Avon's gonna get 1. Avon's gonna get 2! And it seems like Execration, they are gonna approach match point first with a 12 scoreline. And MJB gonna be stuck grasping at straws. I feel like maybe that was not the time to go for an MR push, but I feel like they wanted to go for something that can definitely put them to 12, but X reacted faster.
Yeah. Bilis, pare. The adaptation coming in from Execration just in time, right, to stop the steamroll that MJB have built up over the last few rounds. With 1 round to go, we might be going to a 3rd set in the series. Mattjess don't want it to go that far here. Avon speaking all the way out, taken down by Mika. Ares almost punished here. A secondary peek out, and he does get the trade eventually, but Ray elsewhere. It's just gunfights after gunfights, sneaky. They know where the C4 is. The flash out. Charleston, blinded, not going to be aware of anything. But look at Seiya. Seiya's gotten his way all the way forward. Endeavor has no idea. And here the headshot, the 2-prong push coming in from them. Insane. 3v3. Now, Seiya gone. But here, full idea granted to them. Ninkyu coming in from behind to get the Dracifer. In the end, it's going to be Charleston. It's looking very possible. But he has to end things here and now. The C4 in his hands. He makes his way over onto the site.
Yep. Charleston, definitely capable, but without the sniper this time, it's going to be very tough. And Ray does get it down at the end. Well,
a little bit less pressure felt by them, but it all comes down to this last round out. The Dracifer, first point of contact, takes down Clid. Endeavor now out of the open. What Dracifer still? Disrespect coming in from him. Damage absorbed on all sides. Avon's gonna be gone. They're falling apart. Execration, the veteran squad. They need to come up with a new plan because now it's down to a 2v2. Charleston, Seiya, half HP right now at MJB. They're already booking it to be. They already know what's coming. Charleston spotted out through woods. Shots taken, not connected. But
you should go down. Just go down.
Pressure felt on the other side. Plant finally gonna go down. Mika's already here. It's gonna be a 2-man push. 35 seconds now.
Good.
Nade out in the open. Seiya, they know where he is. Plays around. Mika takes him down. Charleston left to pick up the pieces, but it's not enough. Mattjess in golden round. Sweep the veteran squad of Execration. And
they have a really hard opponent in the name of XOQ. But they're going to go up against, unfortunately, yung tropa dito ni Kuya Aris, which is itong Bastilan Gamer. So he's going to have to take out some friends, man, in order to gain another dub in the scoreboard, in order to have a higher placing para dito sa playoffs natin. But, I mean, if it's anyone to do it, it is Execration, pare. And, yeah, I mean, now with playoff secured, para dito sa Mattjess, they've gotten over their hardest obstacle dito sa group stage natin. All they have to worry about is etong Vengeance, is etong SPK. And so far, those two teams have not had the best try dito sa group stage natin. So, possibility of Mattjess even grabbing the 1st or 2nd seed is definitely a high chance para sa kanila dito.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing Mattjess be like continue to develop, right? Because every time we see them, they seem to have evolved in their playstyle, in how they treat things, and the mental as well, right? Going up against Execration here, having been brought to overtime, having been brought to golden round, and still having the mental fortitude to win it out like that is something to be respected. This young squad, really just taking the world by storm, Sneaky.
Yeah, and Ray having another good game in subbase as he did here in Ankara. Micah gonna get a 1KD, 0.72. Rest of the squad is also gonna do really well. Dito sa laruan natin. Endeavor kind of fell behind because he was kind of getting bullied a bit. But that last round 2K in Locker's Bound has saved them the trouble of having to, play a map number 3. D2C's natin. Clid also having a really good go at it. But KD gonna suffer a bit considering his role in the team. The other side, Ari Strideman, he had a 1.73 KD, 0.78 kills per round, 12 AP. Seiya as well, having a really good game. And Dracifer having another rough go at it dito sa laruan natin. So, yeah, it's kind of tough when your anti-frag is not fully activated dito sa laruan natin. And you're going up against an aggressive team like itong MJB. So, you need that guy activated or else, suffer the fate of getting swept.
Yeah, I think out of Execration, we were kind of missing some of the more oppressive GR plays from them. Charleston definitely wanting for a bit more on the longer range fights today. I think he was not necessarily on fire. Dracifer, when we think about Dracifer, I don't think that he did a terrible job today. It's just that the follow up was not there, right? Whenever Dracifer tries to do his job in getting that space for the team on the map, the secondary frags, usually Seiya and or Aven in certain situations, it kind of it uses too much manpower, right? You sacrifice too much because of sometimes a little bit of an awkward spacing between the Execration players upon the entry.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if Jaceper had a slightly better day, they would have had the more of the firepower to get back into the swing of things dito sa laruan natin. But Ray is gonna be the match MVP, 1.78 KD, 1 kill per round dito sa Ankara. Did very well in that position. And set number 2 dito naman sa subbase natin, 0.83 kills per round. zero point 0.4 is already pretty good for an M4 player. And overall a pretty good series para dito kay Rayman. I feel like he showed na, this is not just a Ninkyu Endeavor show. He can also pop off at any time.
Yeah. And I you gotta respect it, MJB. I think each of their players have just the potential to be MVP in every other match. Like just because of how they play as a team, because of how well distributed the load is as well, right? Because it doesn't all boil down to say, for example, Endeavor, if he loses, then the win condition is gone. But for Mattjess B as a squad, they all need to mesh as a well-oiled machine. But of course, this is the match result. A lot closer on set 2. Set 1, a little bit disappointing on the Execration squad. But, respect, Mattjess B looking really good so far in the group stages. And I think that's also the signed, sealed, delivered playoffs ticket for this Cebuano Neophyte squad.
Yeah. And it's gonna be a great future para sa kanila dito, in all honesty, no matter what result they get to playoffs. Yeah, hopefully they actually. Oh no! Since we're in fall, no, that means getting top 4 doesn't re-qualify you for next season. So, I'm gonna have to go through the Trojan qualifiers, but already having a good go at it. Second place, obviously, dito sa ating rankings. I think the better round differential still goes in the way dito na Execration.
Yep.
So, 4-1 at this very moment. Mattjess B. Let's see if they can grab itong first place with an easier schedule para sa kanila dito, arguably. Yeah. So, it's the red carpet is already set up para sa kanila dito, man.
Yeah, I think for Mattjess B, they've definitely gone past the highest hurdles of the group stage so far. But of course, we have yet to see what's gonna happen in the lower places here in the standings. Of course, with this being the first match in round 5 of our group stage, we have yet to see who is gonna secure the top 3 and the top 4, which is honestly it's a pretty close toss-up, right? Because if you look right now, X Solo Q and Herbie Gaming right now tied at 3-1. one of them is going to go down. Basti Land Gamer, they're very close as well to taking part in that three-team tiebreaker to get into playoffs. So everything's gonna matter from here on out for the lower part of our standings.